Yo, what is up, everybody? Bradley Walker here.
And 7.
All right, so today we are going to do some chart analysis for you guys, show you guys some of the steps that we take in order to call out some of these trade signals that we are taking. This is actually one that we had just called out. You can see here, we took this Euro USD sell. Entry price was at 2125. Since then, it's definitely had a nice come down. So we're looking at this to continue for roughly anywhere from 50 to 100 pips, maybe a little bit further than that. But right now, this is one of the signals that we are looking at. So one of the things I was looking at is right here, when we had this peak here, we could switch over to the 30-minute. You can see we had this little bit of a peak right here. It came up, it didn't touch the top of this RSI, but it definitely came up. And on the shorter time frames, you can see that it definitely came up and damn near touched this top of this RSI. At the same time, we were riding above this 50-day moving average, also tapping into certain zones. If we flip back here on the hour chart, 4-hour chart, you can see here, we had a little bit of a zone here that it came up and had this long wick here on the 4-hour time frame. Also had a little bit of a zone here. So we were looking at that. And as soon as we saw this break here of this 50-day moving average, we were looking at a possible sell at that point because it was getting to the point where it wasn't overbought, but it also wasn't holding the top of that range very, very well. So you can see here on the 15-minute, it came down and broke this 50-day moving average. Here's the previous daily high, also broke the previous daily high, came back into the previous daily range here, previous daily low being right here. So now we were within this previous daily range, looking for possible retest down and beyond the previous daily low. But you can see that once it broke this 50-day moving average, broke back into this previous daily range, it started to form this level here again around this entry that we had taken. So formed a nice little support / resistance right here on the 50-day moving average. Also holding a nice support and resistance right here again on that previous daily high and some of these other ranges as well. So overall, this trade is definitely looking like it is going to be coming down. We see a lot of confirmation here, holding certain SIR zones, breaking that 50-day moving average, the RSI not being overbought or oversold, but kind of doing a nice little range. You can see here we're working our way back down here, and this currency pair is continuing to come down. So let me pull up here. I'm looking at this to overall be 2055. So if we switch over here to a higher time frame, let's go to the 4-hour 2055. So we're looking for it to come down right here about this previous low on this other range here that was on the, looks like this was on the 13th of May. So we're looking for it to come back down and retest those levels. Obviously, that is our third, our 10% or third take profit zone, 10% reward target. So we're looking for it to break here first, the previous daily low. Once we break that previous daily low, we should have a pretty clean drop down to this range overall right here. So that's what I'm looking for on this trade. Again, we took this trade probably, I would say about, it says at 6:52, so it's been a little under 10 minutes as of right now. So be cautious if you are seeing this. Do not necessarily just hop into this trade. Do your own analysis, do your own research. This is not financial advice. This is me simply saying this is a trade I called out to my team, a trade that we decided to take on our end, and it's working out thus far. So we'll see how this goes.
All right, guys, this is a signal that I called out recently as well. Lots of more signals we've been calling out, as you guys can see, just really ramping up for this launch, and just so expect a lot more signals and different, recaps and a lot more videos dropping again. But anyway, this was a gold trade right here. Basically, this first line here, this bottom line is pretty much is the entry. And then let me try to get these annotation things. All right, okay. This bottom line here, so you guys should be able to see this arrow. That's the entry point, TP1 and TP2. Basically, this was the entry 1866. You can see this is a pretty strong zone here where it's hit over here multiple times and kind of spiked up each time. And again here, broke down a little lower, but another zone here. So that's why I hit the signal for the buy here, because it pretty much bounced here. Pretty strong zone as well on the, I'll try to go out. Obviously you can't see it very well. They're kind of stacked on each other, but you can see here, zone, kind of a zone here, kind of a choppy zone, but definitely a pretty strong SIR zone. Let's switch back to smaller time frame. So basically expecting it to bounce back up here and kind of get back into the high 18s or maybe even break back into the 19s. But TP1 is at 1871, TP2 is at 1880. So definitely expecting some good news with gold this week. And all right, guys, you guys can see every time it was at this zone recently, it pretty much had a pretty big spike. Broke down a little bit lower, kind of down to this 1860 range before it really spiked up. But pretty much in this zone, like 1860, 1866. Hopefully there's some good news this week with gold, but also there's kind of a correlation with Bitcoin and gold that we've noticed. A lot of times when Bitcoin goes up, gold goes down. Like Bitcoin is kind of, some people have said it's like a new gold, kind of when people don't have faith in the dollar, they'll put money into Bitcoin or in gold. But that doesn't always happen. Sometimes Bitcoin is going up and gold is going up. And that's normally when there's a lot of inflation and just not any faith really in the dollar. And with the current policies that are being put into place with the government and different, like the infrastructure plan, different things like that, there's going to be a lot more money printing, possibly a lot more inflation. Not saying I'm an expert in this. This is just what I've heard from a lot of people in the financial market. I'm not saying this is going to happen for sure, but definitely a lot of people are still saying Bitcoin is not ready to go back up. Last time I checked recently, it's the 15th of June today, it was at like 40,000. But I'm expecting it to come back down again. We'll keep kind of ranging in this area. And the next time it comes down, gold will probably have another decent spike upwards. So pretty much the analysis on this. So I'm gonna pass it over to Brad to finish out the video.
All right. Yeah, so overall, this Euro USD sell that I had called out to the group going pretty nicely so far. Up, about 10 pips, call it right now. So we're looking for a nice little breakout on those lower zones before we will continue on this trade. But going to do some videos like this from time to time for you guys. Do some chart analysis. We're going to have a schedule, so we're going to have different types of videos that we're dropping out rather than just simply doing trade recaps. We're going to do different analysis videos, maybe some advice videos, education videos, newscast videos, do a bunch of different stuff for you guys. So definitely like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the links in the description of this video. We have a lot more content coming out for you guys. Again, if you're watching this after the fact, realize that we recorded this morning. So if you're watching this video this evening, just realize this is after the fact. So do not just hop in these trades. This is not financial advice. This is not us saying take these trades. If you want to use them as trade ideas, just like we do in our group, and do your own analysis, do your own due diligence, and then hop in these trades on your own. That is your own decision. But definitely like, comment, subscribe. A lot more content is coming. Thanks for watching.